come I always get the warped one?
I think you're good.
You know I'm good.
Yeah.
Another week down.
Yes.
Shit.
What?
Check out my fucking sweet threads.
Yes.
Major League Baseball opening day.
Royals lost. White
Yeah.
Sox won.
White Sox won. Even though I'm wearing a fucking Cleveland Indians jersey, it is a goddamn Ricky Vaughn from Major League.
It is.
So,
one of the best movies.
yeah. One of the best sports movies
Yes.
ever. Hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got my Sox represented here. Inside this little box here is 2 shot glasses. White Sox shot glasses, so. You alright? I wear you out too much last night?
Yep. We had a long night last night.
We went on a date night.
It was a good night.
Yep. I suggest those of you who are married to at least once every couple months find yourselves a date night. Even if you gotta just get a hotel room and in town, 5 minutes down the road, and just fuck like teenagers. It's a good time.
It is.
It is. So cheers to that.
All right. Cheers.
Yeah. She's tired.
I'm trying to reach for my drink right now. And besides,
But no, seriously, I love our date
cheers.
nights.
I do too.
Sometimes we do them in Colombia or whatever.
Or the beach.
Yeah.
Or just in town.
Yeah, we just get out of the house and enjoy each other.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Stopped by the gas station afterwards on our way home this morning, and the lady in there was like, "You look so nice. You look so relaxed." I said, "Yep."
You're welcome. Welcome.
Apparently, all the other times I go in on my way to work, I don't look nice or relaxed.
Yeah, because you're usually going in there.
Yeah.
So it's not fun. You want to get on to our first subject?
Sure.
Once I pull it up on my stupid phone here.
I'm trying.
I think we're boring her.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
All right,
really hard.
we're going to jump right in there. I'm going to start talking shit just to get you riled up.
Oh, Lord.
In the United States, 75% of truck owners tow trailers only once a year or less. Almost 70% of those individuals go off-road annually at most. Moreover, 35% of truck owners utilize their truck beds for hauling items once a year or less. What is the fascination with fucking Americans and pickup trucks? If they don't, because nobody ever uses them. Like,
some people do.
Yeah.
But it's rare.
Yeah, but we just quoted off the percentages.
So I think it's a couple of different things. It's either like rural people who think they need a truck just because somebody's always moving or, whatever. I don't know. Something like that. Or there's also always the men who are overcompensating.
Yeah, you see it all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I
Right.
mean, granted, I drive a lifted Jeep. It's a gift,
Right.
but
Yes.
it's not like a pickup truck is supposed to. It's a work
It's
truck.
a work truck.
That's what
right.
it's supposed to be. You're supposed to. You don't fucking. We are.
I am so sorry.
Man.
So, no, but I mean, okay, but when you come from a certain area, like small town, like rural farming communities, you think you need a truck. Like, honestly, a truck would probably be cool for us because we haul a lot of fucking dog food and cat litter and cat food.
Yeah.
I mean, but we don't need a truck for that.
Right, and it makes sense for like somebody to soup up their pickup truck in Nebraska if they're hauling fucking whatever.
Right.
But, and if they're not gonna do anything with
Right.
it, like what's the fuck?
I don't
And then
know.
get upset when people ask, like, can you help me move?
I have the same issue with people that buy Porsche SUVs. No.
Is it Porsche or Porsche?
I don't know. I thought it was Porsche, but other people
I think
say
Porsche is the stripper name.
Yeah,
And Porsche is the
okay,
car
well,
name.
whatever. Porsche, fine.
Okay.
Anyways, a Porsche is it's a muscle car. It's a race car. It's not an SUV. I hate that.
Yeah.
Hate it. Oh, you live in the South, baby.
I do.
Carrying a rag
I'm
now.
learning. I'm learning.
Yep.
Carrying this is kind of a bigger rag than
Yeah.
most of them carry around here,
You just
but
need like a wash rag size.
yeah, smaller. I used to.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so you're definitely from the South now.
Look
Look at you.
I don't say the stupid phrases.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it.
With what?
Any of it.
What, like y'all?
I say y'all.
I know you say it, but I don't say it.
Okay, and that's fine. You don't have to. I'm just saying.
Good.
You're from the South now.
I'm just hot, and I don't want to. I don't want to fucking sweat all over my sweet new fucking jersey. You know.
Aw.
So I mean, yeah, this American fascination with pickup trucks, and that makes sense because when I was in guitar and I was in charge of contracts with vehicles to get our unit moving, whatever, it was very hard to get a pickup truck because it wasn't a like pickup trucks in the Middle East. It was like where I was in Qatar. It was a Ford Raptor. It was a Dodge Neon.
Oh,
Everyone had one,
right.
and they weren't hauling anything in it. No, they were just hauling ass
Right.
down the road.
Yeah,
So,
because Raptors are more like race trucks.
yeah, all it was a
Yeah.
status symbol. But
Yeah.
you know, I think
They're the most expensive.
yeah, pickup truck at the time or
Yeah.
some bullshit. So yeah, I mean, and it makes more sense that like the smaller trucks. Have you seen the meme, like the little SUVs? Not little SUVs, but like the S10s.
Oh, like the Colorado. Like what
Yeah,
Dylan
like
has.
those are the people that are actually using their trucks to haul
Right.
stuff.
Like, I mean, Dylan has used his a lot.
Yeah. Whereas like the full size people, if
Right.
they're not pulling a fucking trailer, they
Right.
just
It's just like, oh, I'm gonna put my family in this badass truck.
One day I'm gonna get a boat. I swear to God.
Right.
Fucking A. What was it? What's the quote about a boat?
There's two best days to own a boat: the day you buy it and the day you get rid of it,
Yeah.
because they're just money pits.
Yeah, but I mean a boat would be kind of cool.
It would if we lived on a lake.
Yeah, like if I had that kind of extra money. A
The
boat
only
would be
way I
cool.
would be willing to get a boat is if we actually lived on a lake. Like if we had a dock in our backyard.
Yeah.
Then yes. Otherwise, I'm not driving 2 hours to.
Like a boat would be a car for us.
Yeah,
Yeah, then
Yeah.
I could see it.
that
yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Like our date nights could be like going to marinas.
Yeah, just float out on a little pontoon boat, but then we
Yeah.
have like a secret James Bond button
No,
that opens
I
up
like
and
pontoon boats.
yeah, so do I. But I want more power. I want to be able to go fast. And they
My
are
grandpa
really
had a
slow.
pontoon boat
Yeah,
named the Stacy Marie.
that's you.
That's me.
What happened to it?
I think I don't know.
You
I don't
didn't
know.
get it?
No,
Oh, shit.
obviously
It was
not.
named after you.
He got rid of it a long time ago, but it still should be named that.
No, because whoever the new owner is
No,
can.
they're not supposed to rename a boat. It's bad luck.
Really?
Yeah. Bad luck to rename a boat. It'll
I've
sink.
never heard that.
Yep.
And I've considered myself an avid seaman. I won out of like 1,000 swimmers when my dad unloaded into my mom. So
Okay.
I started out this life as
That's
a winning.
silly. I don't want to think about that.
Neither do I, but you brought it up.
No, I didn't.
I had to fucking. You challenged me, and I had to be like, I'm a good swimmer.
Okay.
I'm a winner.
Yeah. Can we move on?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
In 2015, a woman's parachute failed to deploy while skydiving. Yeah, guess what? Resulting in life-threatening injuries.
Yeah, you think?
But she didn't die.
Okay.
Days earlier, she survived a mysterious gas leak at her house. Get the fuck out of here, right?
This is the stuff that what's the movie? The
Final
Bloodline
Destination?
Final Destination is written on.
The new one's coming out.
I know,
It's fucking
Bloodlines.
badass. Both incidents were later found to be intentional murder plots orchestrated by her husband.
Wow. Well, he's a failure.
Right? Like she's an adrenaline junkie and you can't figure out a way to kill her. Like she takes risks all the time.
Like that's
That should be the
luckiest-
easiest person to kill.
That's the luckiest.
Other than like a
woman.
hooker or a homeless person.
That's,
Or a homeless hooker. That's probably the
That's
easiest.
the luckiest woman.
Yeah. Or just the unluckiest man, or just the most pathetic fucking. Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know why. I
I
want to
mean,
know
you have
why.
a reserve shoot, so he only fucking fucked up one of them. Not the.
I don't
He
know.
wasn't smart enough to.
Probably not.
This
He was
and-
trying to kill his wife, who kind of sounds like a badass.
Well, yeah, she fucking survived a fall from the sky,
And a mysterious gas leak.
yeah, but see, it didn't say like what had happened, like with the house. Did it explode, or did
Or
she like wake up like sick and had
and
left
realized
and,
that she needed to get out.
something? I don't know.
Anyways, there's.
I
Not a
think
whole
it's
lot to
more
that story.
incompetence on his part than like
Wow.
her being a badass.
I don't know.
Is it Women's History Month? Should I be going the other way with this?
Not.
It's not anymore?
No.
Okay, cool. We ain't got to talk about it. Hey, check this out. You'll like this because it's medical related.
Okay.
On September 11th, 2001, remember then?
Yes, I remember that day.
You're not supposed to forget.
Right.
They keep on telling us that.
I got it.
After all flights were grounded in response to the terrorist attacks, one plane was granted special permission to fly. One plane. A man in Florida had been bitten by a highly venomous snake, and the only available anti-venom was in San Diego,
Damn.
on the other side of the country, in case you didn't know that. They wrote that in there. With time running out, authorities approved an emergency flight to transport the life-saving serum from California to Miami. The plane was escorted by 2 fighter jets as it made its way across the silent, empty skies. That must have been fucking awesome for those
Right.
pilots.
Right.
Like, we can just go anywhere. Like, we don't have to worry about shit.
Right.
They probably took naps.
Probably. They don't
I
have to
would-
worry about anything
yeah.
happening.
Dude, we're not going to run into shit. Just fly
Right.
over any, like, mountain peaks.
Wow.
Yeah, this was the
Okay,
only...
so if a man in Miami got envenomated by.
Did you say envenomated?
Yeah, right.
Is that a word? Yeah, I mean, you're the closer to the medical professional than I am.
So, by a snake that they only had the anti-venom for in San Diego, then it was probably in some sort of like sanctuary or
Yeah.
zoo or an illegal pet.
Right?
I'm curious.
I
to
would
know,
be kind of pissed if it was an illegal pet. And
right,
then
and then they
fucking
wasted all
authorized
that.
this,
Right. Yeah, that's
taxpayer
what I was
money,
getting
you
ready
gotta
to
scramble
say.
jets.
Yeah, that's what
Let
I
this
was.
piece of shit fucking live because he wants to fuck around with a goddamn snake from San
A
Diego.
venomous snake.
Yeah.
That. I don't like it when people like just ordinary people have.
I don't like ordinary
exotic-
people.
Well, yeah, me neither. But exotic or venomous pets, like why? Why would you do that? That's just.
I understand like the market for that shit. I don't think it's right by
But
any means.
venomous
'cause
snakes, no,
I'm,
that
like,
should be illegal. That's
yeah,
not. I don't.
or at least monitored a hell of a lot better. I remember there was an ID
Yeah.
with a kid who fucking was his wife like murdered him or something.
Yeah.
He was
And said that he got bit by.
yeah,
one
he
of
was
his-
like a handler, but he was
Yeah.
like a young dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the only civilian aircraft allowed to fly in the United States airspace that day. The only others permitted to fly were military. Thanks to the urgent mission, the anti-venom arrived in time and the man survived, making it one of the most extraordinary medical rescues in aviation history. Do you remember where you were on September 11th?
Yes.
Where were you?
I was in Bethany, Oklahoma.
Bethany.
Dylan was
That's
what?
where Route 66 goes through.
Dylan was going on 2. I was working for the Oklahoma Blood Institute, and my friend Jessica called me and was like, "Oh my God, turn on the TV!" So I turned on the TV, and that's right when the second plane hit, and I was like, "Ah, shit, I gotta go to work," because they had always said, you know, in any like big emergencies like natural disasters, things
Yeah.
like that, they would work for hours and hours because you know you got to get blood for people that are injured.
Yeah, it's a mass cow.
So I took Dylan to eat breakfast at
Right.
like I don't remember if it was like
It was
Denny's
like a
or
Furs cafeteria.
no.
Remember those?
Yes, I loved those. My grandma used to take me there all the time.
I remember
I
those
loved
were
them.
yeah. They had like the orange trays and
Yeah, and the homemade mac and cheese.
the fucking fried chicken.
Yeah, I loved Furs. But anyways, I took Dylan
Yeah.
to eat.
It was orange, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, orange and brown.
Yeah. But it was some like Denny's or something, some little place like that. I took him to eat breakfast, and then I dropped him off at his babysitter's house, and I went to work, and I worked for 48 hours straight.
At the Blood Institute.
Yes.
Pumping blood.
Yes. And we got like a 4-hour break and worked for another 24 hours.
Damn.
Because Oklahoma Blood Institute at the time, I don't know if they still are, but they were one of the only people that could send blood products across country or overseas because they were nonprofit.
Oh.
They did not pay people. It was straight for patient use, not for like if you go and donate plasma somewhere and you get paid for it, that plasma is not going to a patient ever. It's going to be used to turn into medicine or for research or for makeup or whatever.
They're gonna use your blood to test shit on.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not.
Or to turn it. They use plasma in medications. They use it in makeup. They use it in all kinds of things.
You're not going to give someone.
You're not going to save someone's life directly. But Oklahoma Blood Institute was one of those places that did. So their products were sent all over the world.
I was in Virginia. I was already in the Army.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then what happened?
We got put on fucking lockdown, and then you couldn't even call. Like, you couldn't. If you picked up a phone, like, you got nothing. There was no outgoings, nothing. I was coming back from, it was after PT. I was running late because, it was like 9:02, I think, when the first plane hit or some shit like that. So I was already late. Coming, sprinting down the barracks fucking stairs, and everyone, you come down the stairwell, and then right as you enter the building, there's a CQ desk, charge of quarters, and they're supposed to check IDs and make sure you're supposed to be in the building. Anyway, just a bunch of fucking people are standing around it, and because there's a TV at the desk. And so I just kind of look, and I just see kind of a little like flame smoke, something. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, whatever. I don't know why the fuck all these people are standing there. Run out, go get my fucking stupid, 95 Dodge Avenger that I spent way too much money on, had it cracked at her. Anyway, by the time I get to the unit, which is just right down the street, I'm in Virginia, they've got people at the doors checking IDs, and all of a sudden, my buddy Timmons is like, dude, second plane hit the building. This is not an accident. We're being attacked. I was like, oh, fuck. So, yeah, everything fucking just shut down. You couldn't leave or enter a building without showing your ID, even though everyone knew you. That's how fucking hard it went on lockdown. Yeah. But we were already, KJ, he's probably listening. We were already training to go to Egypt. Just him, me, and one other guy. The other guy didn't make it. He ended up going AWOL beforehand with the government credit card and just fucking maxed it out. Yeah. Dude did like 30 days in the fucking brig and then like 2 months of extra duty, like mowing lawns, and then they just fucking let his ass out of the Army.
Wow.
Yeah. Didn't have to pay back any of the goddamn money. Lucky motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah. But, so, yeah. So I ended up, as soon as the no-fly was lifted, KJ and I were on a plane to Egypt.
Wow.
To go kick some fucking ass, according to that one country singer.
Toby Keith.
Isn't he dead now?
Yes, he died. Stomach cancer.
Oh, man. He's still doing those commercials. They should probably turn those off now. Because he looks like not good.
Well, I hope he's not still doing them. That would be disturbing.
Well, yeah, he can't because he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got one more topic. Where is it? There it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Studies reveal, you should like this one. Studies reveal that children raised in rural,
Anyways,
can you say it?
rural.
There it is. Settings with animals and nature develop stronger immune systems and face fewer mental health risks compared to urban children lacking pet exposure.
I agree 100%. So
Yeah.
as far as the mental health part, I don't know. I don't know how accurate that is. I guess there's a lot of things that would go into that. But as far as the immune system, I 100% agree. My children were raised in the country. Well, the girls until they were like 5 and 7. But yeah, they played out in the dirt. Poor Allie never wore clothes at all anywhere till she was like 3. Like she was just outside naked.
Yeah.
And playing in
Because
the
that's
dirt
country living.
and swim. Well, I had 2 children under the age of 2, and I was not gonna buy diapers for 2 babies.
So they're just pissing in the yard?
No, it was easier to get her to go potty
Oh, okay.
if she wasn't wearing a diaper. If I put a diaper on her, she was just gonna pee in the diaper.
Okay, I was just trying. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, they peed in the yard too. But no, they were playing in the dirt. They were swimming in puddles. Like if it would rain, the ditch would fill up. They'd swim in the ditch.
Oh, I did that as a kid
Yeah.
too. But see, I wasn't. It's rural.
No, you
I
were
wasn't.
raised in the city.
Yeah, and I don't know.
My children were
So-
never sick.
Well, I didn't really get sick either, but I had brothers and sisters, and I would
Yeah,
also
well, there
go
was.
out and
Yeah, you
play.
had a large number of people in your
Yeah,
household, which
so-
makes a difference. And your mother sent you outside. Our generation's a little different.
Yeah,
Like
We-
we went outside. Period.
Yeah.
Whether you were in the city or not, you were outside playing.
I'd have my
Get out.
hand in a fucking baseball mitt and
Right.
like throwing around a fucking dirty baseball
Yeah.
for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then go smash fucking sandwiches and
Right.
chips.
Yeah, or what's that stuff we were talking about? The little
Fluffernutter?
fun dip.
Fun dip.
Fun dip,
Yeah.
where you're like licking it off your fingers after you've been playing softball
Oh,
for
yeah.
3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude. It was like straight fucking
But
cocaine for kids.
I think for like this generation where it's a little scarier to let your kids out without supervision.
Really? See, like this always.
It was
kind-
dangerous then too.
It was
However,
very dangerous. However, I
it was
think
not
there's
publicized. It was not talked about.
there was John Wayne Gacy. There was.
I understand that.
I mean, all the real serial killers were back then.
I
They're not
understand.
now. I guess we're better at it, or they got better at it. There's just a lot more creeps. It's just a lot more open now. It's yeah.
Well, and there's 24-hour news everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
It's a sensory overload. Parents are like, "Oh my god, I keep seeing this all over whatever and it's everywhere and all these kids are missing." And they were then too. It was just only on milk cartons. You could stop looking at it.
Yeah. You just turn it around.
Right.
Read that cereal box.
Right. Or you turned off the news. Like you only watched local news and they didn't it wasn't as big of a story.
Yep.
And now it's just all the time everywhere. So it's scary. Like I had a hard time letting the kids like you're not walking that far. No, not by yourself.
It is scary because I think it was like how we grew up and what we recognized, like what we went through.
Yeah, things that
Like
should have
realize
killed
that
us,
like these fucking people are psychos. I'm
Yeah.
not letting my children out there the way my parents let me out there
Right.
because what the fuck,
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
We dabbled in psychoness, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and also like we just had no supervision, so we did all like we should have died.
I tried to
thousands of
run
times.
away so many times, and nobody ever came looking for me. Just came back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that was my mother's philosophy. They'll come back home when they're hungry.
Yeah.
It was true.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even kids that weren't hers would show up to the
Yeah.
house that we're
Well,
hungry.
and where are you gonna go?
Yeah, you're gonna go to the Dane's house to eat.
I mean, where would you have gone?
Nowhere. Yeah,
So she knew you were gonna come home.
I think I remember once I snuck out, and I didn't even really have to. I just really walked down the stairs, and my parents were in the front room fucking watching the news, and I just went out through the laundry room, out through the back door.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
No.
Like, okay, where's he going?
Right.
I came right back.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, where was I gonna go? McDonald's. Too far of a walk.
Yeah.
And I was
That
sober.
was quite a walk.
Yeah, we used to make that walk when
Yeah.
we were when we were kids. When my nephews would come visit,
Yeah.
in from Chicago, Bobby and Kevin,
Yeah.
we would always go up to that fucking McDonald's because they had the ball pit, whatever,
Yeah.
and you could get the free mini
Ice cream.
Yeah, the
Yep.
free little mini cones.
Yeah.
And we would get them so much they would have to tell us to fucking stop.
Yeah.
But it didn't stop us from going in the play pit and just playing in there.
Yeah.
I remember once it was fucking pouring rain and we're out there in the ball pit just soaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, that McDonald's, dude.
That ball pit, that whole little area was cool, and then they like completely redid it and made it the play place, and that was one of my first like I was the manager of the play place at that McDonald's.
Were you really? At Expressway and Council?
Yep. When I was a junior in high school.
Ah.
Yeah, sure was.
They need to bring back those ball pits so we can get our immune systems back up.
Yeah.
Like, and then people won't be fucking crying about these vax and whatnot. It's just eat some dirt. Do some
Get
shit
your
like that.
vaccines.
Get outside, go fucking play. Like, fall down, scrape your fucking knee.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, or pour some water from a hose.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody's spigot, like whose house you don't know.
So I was never one of those. Like, I see people now going in, and I mean, I get it. Germs are scary too, but there's only one way to build up your immune system, and that's to expose it.
Yeah.
And I see so many like people, especially moms, like young moms, going in and wiping down the carts and putting these fancy little things in there to cover every part of the cart their child's going to be in, so they can't touch the cart. And I'm like, oh God.
It's the same.
And I think back to my Allie, like leaning forward and she went on the handle. Like, she was never sick though.
It's the same thing of like, we're like those kids that never like dabbled in alcohol or, drugs in high school, but all of a sudden they get to college and they're away from everyone and they go
Crazy.
full blown
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to handle themselves. They
Right.
don't realize that.
Well, that's what I told Emily when I gave her first drink. I was like, okay. So we did it again, and she finally found her limit. And I was like, okay, now you know your limit. Now I know if you go somewhere and I'm not there, you'll know your limit.
Yeah. Like if you're out drinking, you don't have.
Yeah.
If you have one drink and you're feeling way too.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Yeah.
Or you'll know, well, I can't have more than 2 of these because I
it's
don't
a social thing. I'm not
Right.
advocating for it.
No.
I mean, I am a drinker,
But
hold on, honey.
But people need to know their limits, and they need to test that limit.
Especially if they're gonna like hang out in those environments.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you don't have to know your limits if you're not gonna
Right,
participate
but
in.
there's always situations as a young person where you're put into that. Like, you're put into that situation.
Yeah, it's like it's a survival thing, like knowing how to swim. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from water because I don't like it, but
What happens
if I fall in the water,
Right.
I probably need to know how to swim. Yeah, like a plane landing in water.
you and your air disasters.
I'm telling you, babe, we're getting brand new seasons. I can't wait.
Oh, there's new seasons?
Well, yeah. Have you seen what's been going on in the air lately?
Oh, well, I didn't know they were still making those.
I want to see the one. They're eventually going to come out with the one, the Black Hawk that hit the.
Oh, the airplane.
With the gymnastic.
No, ice skating.
Ice skating.
They had just come from Wichita,
Same
Kansas.
thing. It's about the same thing. It's that on ice.
No.
It kind of is.
Okay.
They do twists and turns and spins and
Yeah. That's,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, it's horrible what happened, but
Yeah.
yeah. Well, honey, I love you.
I love you. I made it through.
You did. And I
now
can't.
it's
I
time.
love this fucking jersey.
I'm so glad. I thought it was awesome.
Well, everyone else is gonna think it's awesome too. If you don't think it's awesome, then you fucking suck.
I think it's awesome. Stand up and show them the back.
Okay. Check this shit out.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Just show
I'm
the
holding
back.
myself up.
Just oh god.
Can you see it? You gotta tell me.
Yep, you can see it. You can see it. Okay, that's good. All right, now I'm done. I'm done.
Kiss.
All right, done. Done.
We're
That's
done.
enough.
Done.
Ah.
Turn your mic off. I love you.
All right,
I love you.